Today's big question: why do octopuses have 3 hearts? 2 hearts pump blood to the gills, and 1 pumps blood around the rest of the body. But why do they have 3 hearts in the first place? Like most animals, octopuses need their blood to carry oxygen to all parts of their body. And just like us, their blood moves through their body via a circulatory system. Most animals have 1 central pump, or heart, that pushes blood out into the body through a series of vessels. And this is true for many cephalopods, like this Dumbo octopus. It has 1 big heart that pumps blood through its body. But about 300 million years ago, somewhere along the evolutionary path from our distant common ancestor to modern-day octopuses, something interesting happened. One of the 2 copies of that ancestral heart migrated up into the head, and the other stayed where it was, in the center of the body. Over time, these 2 hearts became the 3 hearts that we see today. The one in the middle pumps blood to the gills where it picks up oxygen and then sends that oxygen-rich blood to the 2 hearts in the head. One of those heads the blood supply to the front of the body, and the other heads it to the back. Now, you might be thinking that having 3 hearts is just kind of silly. Like, if one of them breaks, won't that be bad? And also, don't octopuses get tired of having 3 hearts? I mean, do they even get a break? Turns out that having 3 hearts comes with some serious benefits. As it turns out, having 2 smaller hearts in parallel with 1 large heart gives an octopus a big advantage over other animals with only 1 heart of the same size. Since all 3 of an octopus's hearts are roughly the same size, if one stops working, the other 2 can take over its job. Having a backup set of hearts means that octopuses can keep pumping blood, even if one of their hearts gets damaged. This probably helps them survive encounters with predators like sharks, which might just tear one of their hearts right out of their body. Having 3 hearts also means that an octopus doesn't have to worry about its heart stopping while it's doing something important, like finding food. After all, even if its central heart stops working, its 2 auxiliary hearts will keep pumping blood to either end of its body. And speaking of doing things, you may have noticed that this octopus is doing this weird arm thing. What's with the arm raise? Well, when an octopus swims, the heart that pumps blood to the rest of its body actually stops working. Instead, it basically uses its arms to squirt water around itself and get where it wants to go. So it doesn't need a heart to help it swim. In fact, if its heart is working too hard to move blood around the rest of its body and it needs to swim, an octopus can actually tell its heart to chill out so it can focus on swimming. Octopuses can do this by redirecting some of the blood that's coming from their gills. Normally, this blood goes to the head and the arms. But when an octopus decides to take a swim, some of that blood gets diverted to the mantle cavity, a little pocket of space near the octopus's anus. The blood pushes against the walls of the mantle cavity, forcing water out through the siphon, a tube that runs from the mantle cavity to the outside of the body. The direction that the octopus squirts the water determines which way it'll swim. Once it's done swimming, all that blood returns to the heart and everything goes back to normal. So not only does having 3 hearts give an octopus a built-in backup system, it also allows it to take a break from having a heart when it needs to swim. Kinda makes you wonder if maybe we should have 3 hearts too, or at least a backup one. Thanks for watching this episode of SCI Show, and thank you to one of our patrons for asking this question. Our patrons could submit questions to our inbox, and our editors pick out the best ones to answer in episodes like this one. Do you have a question about the world that you'd like us to answer? You can submit it to our inbox or leave a comment below, and it might be picked for an upcoming episode.